Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you've never joined me before, my name is Tina, aka TooTallTina, and today we are here for another speed build, yeah! And we are building in Newcrest, which is one of the base game worlds on the Asphalt Abodes lot, which is a 30 by 20 lot? Yeah. And this is just a cute little home, so the idea started out, I wanted to build like a really awesome pool with like a small kind of like modern minimalist home. I kind of got obsessed with the house, and the pool I feel like is not as great. I tried to do some crazy things with the pool and it just wasn't working. You'll see. I mess things up a lot, so but it's fine. I had the plan going in. I knew what like I wanted the floor plan to look like, and I knew like how I kind of wanted things to be, but I don't know, the pool just wasn't working. I've been watching too much Kate Emerald, and she's far more talented than I am, and I could not pull off some of the tricks that she uses when it comes to doing pools. But, so we're already on the roofing. As I said, this comes together super quick because it's a really small house. But then I changed the roofing because I wanted to do something really modern, but then I felt like the glass roofing was weird at the edge, and I have no idea how people make it work so that it just looks like a skylight. So I changed the roofing. There's still a skylight, but it's a little different. You'll see that soon. And so I'm just going in and I'm adding some greenery and stuff, and already in the interior, like I said, this comes together very quickly. I did make it a little bit larger in the end to make sure there was enough room in the living room space and the bedroom space, because at first there was like just enough room to get on either side of the bed. And I wanted it to be cozy, but not like crazy small, you know? And we're already working in the kitchen, and I just used the base game cabinets because those are so cute. I love like the butcher block countertops, and I love that when you use the end pieces, they have like stuff that you can see, so there's like pots and pans on the shelves that you can see. Very cute. And I wanted to use lots of open shelving, nothing too crazy. And then I start working on trying to find a couch that'll work in here, and I changed my mind a million times, but when I found this turquoise color, it kind of took off from there, and I was like, turquoise everywhere! And I think it all came together pretty cute. So I really liked the way that it all happened. Also, I have a friend who constantly tags me in like pictures and stuff on Facebook and Pinterest of like all black interiors, and I'd really like to do something like that one day, just have like everything is black with like wood touches. I think it'd be really cute, and that's initially where I was going, but you know, everything changes because I never have a plan. Anyway, and then the kitchen is also very simple, just the basics. Obviously, like most bathrooms. Did I say bathroom the first time? I don't know. But so sink, shower, toilet, you know, the biz. But as you can see here, this is before I expanded this room to be a little bit larger, and I really wanted to do a big bed in here because I'm a big person. By my name is TooTallTina. I'm a big person. So I like big beds. So if there's an adult living in the house, I want them to have a full bed, a double bed. Does that make sense? I feel like I'm rambling. It's fine. But so, I eventually make the room just a little bit bigger so that we can have like a real size bed in there, and a little bit more room in the like kitchen, living room, everything area. And I start working on some of the decor. That's what I love about doing really small houses, is because they come together super fast. You're just like throwing everything all together because it's not like you have to jump from room to room, it's all in one place. And there you go, I just expanded the house and then decided to change the roofing because I was not in love with like the modern roof that I had on it before. But I do still include a skylight, and I think that it turned out pretty cute in the end, though I will say that I went to make a mistake at the very end. I did change it for the screenshots, but I tried to hang a ceiling light over the kitchen island, not realizing that that is where the skylight is. But don't worry, for the screenshots I did fix it. Ugh, I am not talking very well today. But so I like the way that the skylight turned out here, and like I made the roof really dark, and I think that it still came together really well. So I start working on the outside since the inside's mostly done at this point, and trying to find something to add just a couple little cute touches to the exterior so it doesn't just look like, you know, a box. And I tried to have fun with some of the signs and stuff, but in the end I think I just went with some plants. Or I think I put the mailbox right next to the door. Actually, I forgot to put a mailbox in the build, and so, you know, when you start playing in The Sims, if you forgot a mailbox on the property, it like puts it right by your front door, but it put it inside the house. So I was like play testing it with my Sim self, and I like turn around and there's just a mailbox in the kitchen. But so I'm adding in some cute greenery and such, and I really like those planters. They came from City Living. I think they're very cute. It's just really difficult for me to use them sometimes because it's just like low-lying grass. I don't know, but I liked it. Anyways, so now that we are expanded and we've got a little bit more space, I start trying to like fine-tune the decor a little bit, and I don't know, I thought it turned out really cute. I love the turquoise tile and the turquoise couch and the bar stools, but I tried to make it not like too bold because I still wanted it to be very simple. So like you'll see when I go to do like the kitchen and stuff, I don't clutter things up as much as I normally would. I tried to keep it very clean, uncluttered, kind of minimalistic, and I love like the little modern touches. Also, that wallpaper that came with Get Together, the like forest wallpaper, I love it. I know I always say this at least once in every video, but how do I get that in my house? And then I'm starting to work a little bit on like the outside touches and getting a little bench on the front patio with just a little table, and I think I put like books or something on the front table eventually, but not yet. And I start scrolling through everything. But now we are finally getting onto the landscape, and I thought the landscape turned out really cute. I think it's kind of like accurate, if that's the right way to say it. Like I feel like this is how the landscaping would look for this house. I try out a million trees, I don't use any of them, but I liked like the fencing and stuff that I used, and we'll get there eventually. Because I like stopped for the night and then I came back to it. See, there's that ceiling light that I added. Don't worry, I get rid of it, or I don't get rid of it, I do move it so that it's not underneath the ceiling light. But yeah, like I never know how much I jump around during building until I go to watch the playbacks and I go to do the voiceover, and I'm like, am I working on the outside or am I working on the inside right now? I don't even know. But here I go with the clutter inside the kitchen, and I try to get as much as I can up onto the shelves so that most of the kitchen counters are very free and clear, and just adding like a few everyday personal touches like the headphones and the remote and stuff on the table. And sorry, that was a weird sound that I just made. My dog like tried to jump up on me. But so I'm going through debug and I'm just trying to find all little things that I want to add. You know, the normal things that I add, like the cut bags of the coffee and the little spices and stuff. All super cute. Like I said, I really enjoyed the way that this turned out. And when going through debug, I found those planters that are like the modern ones from City Living that are just like the big white basins. And I was really excited about using those, and you'll see I move those to the backyard. I do try them out in the front yard, but I change them out and end up going with like full planters that I build when I go to build the fence. But don't worry, I will be using those with the banana trees in the backyard. Or are they plantain trees? They might be plantain trees. Plantains are delicious also, by the way. But I'm going in and I'm adding the landscape paint around the edges to make sure that there's like a shadow underneath the house, and I don't know why I felt like I needed to fill up the whole thing, but I did. I think it makes sense that it would be all dirt underneath the house, right? Probably. But here I am going in and adding the planters, and I need to use the low-lying fence in black so it kind of like matches the like patio area, and I tried to go with very like warm tropical kind of plants, but nothing that would not be able to grow in a place like Newcrest. Though Newcrest is kind of crazy. I feel like Newcrest you can build anything you want because there's nothing in the world, so anytime I don't have a plan that matches a specific world, I always build it in Newcrest. Does that make sense? I think it does. But so I do add like one little tree that matches the rest of the world outside of the fence, along with like the flowers and such. But then inside the fencing, mostly everything is like potted plants, and it's all like kind of tropically stuff. But here I am trying to do some crazy Kate Emerald stuff. So she manages to create like a floating deck basically over the pool, and I wanted to have like the pool and then like a spa, like a kind of jacuzzi thing, but with like the floating deck around it, and I couldn't get it to work. I don't know. So I just did like a separate pool, and I put in like the fancy water that came with Get Together, where it has like the rose petals in it. And then I wanted to include the pool lines on the bottom of the pool, like maybe the sim who lives here likes to swim laps, and then they relax in the jacuzzi. And I think that it turned out really cute in the end. Though you will have to let me know, because, you know, I made some crazy decisions here. And we're just putting out one little sun chair because whoever lives here lives by themselves. And going in and adding some random like decor stuff, and trying to not necessarily like clutter up the backyard, but at least make the yard look like it's lived in and not plain and boring. And I put the towels all folded up on the end of the chair, and they do still work that way. However, I did move it for the screenshots because originally I put a martini glass on that table, and then when I was playing with my sim self, I wasn't paying attention to what she was doing, and she cleaned up the martini glass. I'm so sorry about that. But I'm going through debug. See, there's that martini glass. I wish it would have stayed. I thought it turned out really cute like this. So in the screenshots, it is different. However, I also really liked using that room divider on that back wall. Like, I didn't want it to be plain, but I still wanted it to be very simple looking. And I don't know, I just thought the whole thing turned out really cute. Anyways, if you have enjoyed this speed build, don't forget to like this video, and if you'd like to see more from me, don't forget to subscribe. I loved having you here with me today, and I hope you all have like the best day ever. Like, seriously, the best day. Like, 1 out of a billion. The score is a billion. Best day. Love you all. Thank you for joining me. We're on to the screenshots, and have a good one.